Hello, today I would like to show you how you can do well reading really well. So this is a simple one from General IELTS actually, because I tried to choose this one because it would be more easier, because the grammar is easier, vocabulary is much more easier, so you can find the information from the text easily. So this is an example that you can use for your own sake and to improve your reading. Because don't start with, if you just started English, like if you just started IELTS, don't start with an academic one. I would suggest you to start with a general one. That would be much more easier. So I'll read the first one now. As you can see, never lose focus. Here it says you may use any letter more than once a day. So I'm gonna mark this one specifically. I may use any letter more than once. Okay, so I shouldn't forget about this one. So. Okay, let's read this one review now, and I have to find this one. Here is a 5, we have here 7, so it means I use some letters twice, I believe. So this one says like I want to read this and then match this. This is my technique, and that's how I use, because it's really small. If it was a really large one, I would read this one first and then go over to here. Okay, the liking or I can use another technique. I read from here and match the information from here. I can use both, any stuffs. So as this one is it's really small, I'm trying to use because finding this one. Alright, so my husband and I first stayed at Wellington a few years ago, and we returned every year since then. When we arrive at the check-in, we've always treated like old friends by the stuff. So we very much feel at home. Our one disappointment during our last visit was that our room overlooked the car park, but that didn't spoil our stay. So okay, I read this, and now I try to find the keywords. Like here it says liking the view from the bedroom. It doesn't match with this because it says one disappointment with this, so it's not this. Finding receptions welcoming. Finding the receptions welcoming. So this one is matching because they're talking about like when we arrive check-in, they always treat it like old friends. Here's the key part. Treated like old friends by the staff. So very much welcomed at home. Okay, this one is the key part. So I want to mark this second as A, because this one is exactly suggesting this part. So I'm going to say this is the second one here. And besides, I want to check another. Being pleased with bedroom. It's not talk about bedroom. Becoming a confused booking room. No. Being impressed by the view choice. No. Staying in a hotel regularly. So this one is saying every year since then. We've always returning every year since then. Since then, they're always returning to this hotel. So this means regularly, staying regularly as well. Okay, ever since then. Okay, this one is correct. Here, this one is the sixth one is also matching with this information. So I'm going to put this also A. So I'm going to mark this one 6. Okay, 6 is this one. All right, let's move to the other paragraph. This one is small, that's why I read the whole paragraph. But for you, it's for beginners, as I mentioned. So let's move to the second one. The hotel hardly seems to have changed. The hotel hardly have changed in the last 100 years, and we've preferred that many modern hotels which tend to look the same as each other. So Wellington had a character. Our room was very comfortable and quite spacious. We can strongly recommend the breakfast, so we had a waiter for the table as the hotel was so full. That was a bit annoying, and there was also nowhere to sit in the luggage. Alright, so let's come here. First, liking the view from the bedroom. It's not talk about this. This is already gone, so I can just cross it now, not to lose the focus. It's crossed already. And being pleased with the bedroom. It's a talk about bedroom. The Wellington has characteristic. Our room is very comfortable and quite spacious. We can strongly recommend the breakfast, though we can table that would be annoying. There was nowhere to sit luggage. The hotel hardly have changed in the hard years, and we prefer that many hotel has rooms. While the Wellington has character, our room was very comfortable and quite spacious. Well, it's kind of matching. It's kind of matching somehow. And yeah, I keep going, becoming confused when booking a room. No, it's impressed by the choice food. Finding it inconvenient. Hotel was crowded. Here it's talking about the crowdedness. And our room was very quiet and spacious. This was talking about this as well. Spacious. So this is matching with which one? Obviously this is matching with this one. So I'm going to go with this B. as well. And besides, this one is finding inconvenience that hotel was crowded. You have to know the vocabulary. Crowd means that like a lot of people talk, a lot of people were there. So hotel was full. Okay, hotel was so full. All right, and annoying and sit and the luggage. All right, this is done. This one is done. So 3 and 7 is gone. This one is also B. Sorry about this. I almost raised this one with a mistake. This is actually B. It's actually B. So this one is going to be 3. This is going to be 7. Now we have these ones found. I believe that how many left? 1, 2, and 3. We have 3. So yeah, this 3 should go to somewhere like. All right. So we made our reservation by phone without problem, but when we arrived, reception couldn't see it in on computer system. Luckily, there was room available. It wasn't quite that would have chosen, but it was a pleasure to sit in the cup of tea and look at the swimmers and surfers in the sea. Well, it's talk about the pleasure to sit in the cup of tea and look at the look at the swimmers, and it's talk about like they are pleased about the view and happy with the location, but they. So I think this answer is here. They're liking the view from outside. So actually top, but it's kind of took this place. Becoming confused when booking room. No, they didn't get confused. They reserve it easily. Why choose the food? It's not talk about the food. I would go say like for this. I would go for this. Let's talk about the view and stuff. And now this one is going to be 1. Right? This is none. And yeah, came to D where we have 2 choice left. So we're happy to stay in Wellington again, although there's nothing special about the rooms. The view from the luggage is lovely. Lounge is lovely, and the restaurant staff were friendly and efficient. Breakfast was highlighted. There was so much on offer we can hardly decide what to eat. We'd stay another time just for that. All right, let's talk about it like just for meal, okay? Just for meal. So this is going to be just for that. This is going to be truly. It's going to be D is going to be truly 4. D is going to be truly. D is going to be bigger. This is going to be impressed with choice. It's going to be D here. This is going to be D. So because this was the stalking, and this only left with this, but I want to prove this as well. So staff all did the job efficiently, and we were helpful when we asked for information about this. The only difficulty we had in making a reservation online. Oh, okay, only difficulty we had. The only difficulty we online. That's it. When they were reserving the room, they had difficulties. So this is going to be 4. Sorry about this. I made a mistake. It's not 4. It's actually 5. Sorry about it again. It's 5, and it's going to be 4. So the answer is here E. So we already did. As you can see, it's not really hard if it's small. It's just I highly recommend you to suggest with the smaller ones and practice your English and reading with the general ones, because general is much easier to handle, and yeah, you can improve your English easily. Like try to learn the vocabulary as well, because some of the vocabulary is really important for you to improve your reading, and most importantly, like I would say, like a grammar and the vocabulary. If you improve these 2, you can highly get better mark, and you feel your grammar is increasing. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.